Is there a parent that, looking at her son, has never asked the questions, who will he be when grew up, will be successful in its business? If then this parent was also an astrologer, the question would acquire more weight as it could direct better the predispositions of the son or verify the results. Let's take a cue from a practical case, as we usually do, to try to peek in natal chart and give maximum information on how to get around this field to try to help our son. The analysis must begin firstly from family background because this can also tell us more about the environment and consequently predispositions, so to speak, inherited from parents. Let's consider the case that his father is a musician and his mother a singer. This is not of little importance because even if the father stops working as a musician and begin in any other activity or even emigrate in search of better luck, love for the music of parents remain at the foundation of family life. So this family that emigrates to most fortune has 5 children whose 3 sons, but after the 4th will own the music as center of their libido. As first, we must look in what house is the son placed to figure out in which direction the libido of the subject will be addressed. In the case of the firstborn, the sun is in house 11, co-signifier of Aquarius. He is in fact the most creative as not only composes from hints of reality that surrounds him, such as the noise of a car that passes over a bridge, but the music he creates is often the product of lucid dreaming. So he declares he keeps a tape recorder next to the bed to record the melodies he just dreams, as well as offering an entry from very particular tone, and undoubtedly said in one term, a talent able to see into the future. He declares that he does not write for the moment, but for a timeless period placed just into the future. How not to recognize this in the sun in house 11, reporting to Aquarius, plus of course a moon in house 2, the voice. The signal of the great success that we'll get in the music industry is the Venus/Jupiter conjunction in house 1. This conjunction is located perfectly on IC for the city of Miami, where he will start a successful planetary success. We're even talking about Barry Gibb, who along with twin brothers Morris and Robin will give life to the Bee Gees. Now let's consider just the twins Morris and Robin. Here in Aquarius, are 3 planets, the Moon, Jupiter, and Venus, again guarantee both the love of music and great popularity. To reinforce this, in house 2 we find just the Sun. Also note that, just like Barry, here we find also Jupiter and Venus neighbors, but also this time in house 3, the brothers, to emphasize the happy family in terms of luck and work together. We see finally the youngest Andy. Here the Aquarius is even at ASC with Venus and Mars in the house 11. The Sun in house 1 combined with the Pisces, but it also makes him extremely varied in mood and confidence in himself. Andy, despite the success, will always be convinced to be less talented than his brothers and will soon be dragged by bad companions, Mars in house 11, that will lead him to fall prey, as many unsafe Pisces make, of drug and alcohol until his untimely death. Note that in house 8 are both Jupiter and Neptune. Death is caused by a virus, Neptune, that caused a fatal heart inflammation. But few days before Andy had drank alcohol continuously for 48 hours, Neptune, that certainly did hit also on the liver Jupiter. One final note worth, Andy dies 2 days after his birthday, while Morris will die precisely the 20th day after his birthday.